Good day everyone, it is nice to have you back on this channel. Today we are going to be having our cultural class, and the topic we are going to be considering today is forest management. Forest management. Forest management refers to the method used for the protection, production and harvesting of timber. Trees along a body of water provide shade, which insulate the water from detrimental temperature change and dissolved oxygen release. A stable water temperature and dissolved oxygen level provide a healthy environment for fish and other more delicate forms of aquatic life. Okay, and the summary of the whole paragraph is that forest management refers to the method or the practices put together by anyone or a ranger to protect the forest, the trees that make up the forest, to protect the animals that make up the forest, then to protect the aquatic animals. Okay, in the forest area you have trees that canopy refers to the branches of the tree that touch each other. They will be serving as a protection. Okay, they will be protecting anything that is under the forest like the water. So they aim to protect the water in the forest area, okay, against what increase in body temperature. Because if there is increase in the body of water, okay, then the temperature of the water, it can as well result to the what? To the eat of the fishes or other aquatic animals in the water. Okay, I said poor logging practices. There is more logging practices, that is cutting down trees, converting them to log that are taken to sawmill to be converted to plants, and these plants are used for making chairs, furniture, and other materials. Okay, so the cutting down of these trees so need to be managed, need to be protected. So that is the summary of this topic. Now, what are the forest management practices? These forest management practices are very important, and I want students to take note of each of them, because we are going to ask you in your exam, your test, even external exam, you are going to come across all of these. They are very vital to this topic. Okay, number one is the selective exploration, afforestation, regeneration, deforestation, and tongue system. Let's pick one after the other and say a little thing about it. Selective exploration. This refers to the practice of cutting down selected mature trees legally, where the young ones are allowed to mature before they are cut down. The young ones that are left on the field are called undergrowth. They grow over time to become a mature trees. Now, the summary of it is that don't forget I told you a couple of weeks back that forest refers to what? Where you have trees, shrubs, and other lower plants. So a place where you have a single tree, you can call it such a place a forest. There must be a collection of trees, tree of different height, tree of different age, okay, will be together. So when you want to carry out selective exploration in managing the forest, you only cut down the trees that are matured. Those big trees that are matured, okay, you see them, you cut them down. While those ones that are not mature, you allow them to continue growing on the field or in the forest. That is called selective exploration, because you select only the mature one, while those that are not mature are left to continue growing. Those ones that are left on the field are called undergrowth. Please take note of that word. They are called undergrowth. And this undergrowth will eventually become a mature trees, whereby they can also be cut down, taken to sawmill, and converted to plants and used for any other purposes that you so desire. That is that. Then two, afforestation. This is first to creating establishment of a new forest on a land where none previously existed by planting tree seedlings. Afforestation means creating a new forest where forest never existed. Afforestation, in a summary, refers to creating a forest in an area where we do not have forest before. Okay, maybe we are starting a forest in a new area. Maybe we are planting the seedlings, okay, of the trees in a new area whereby we do not have forest before. So what we are doing actually is called afforestation, creating a forest where there have never been a forest before. So that is called afforestation. The three, we have a regeneration. This refers to creating a forest where forests had existed before. The forest in an area might be destroyed, maybe due to natural disaster, further outbreak, indiscriminate logging, etc. The process of replanting new tree seedlings in touch area is referred to as regeneration. Unlike afforestation, don't forget in afforestation I told you that you are creating a forest in an area where forests have existed before. But in regeneration, you are creating a forest where forests have existed before. So the forests have been destroyed, maybe due to fire break, due to logging operation, due to natural disaster. There's no more forest there, or the trees have greatly reduced. But you want to start another forest there where there have been a forest before. So what you are doing is called regeneration. So you want the trees to regenerate either on their own or by planting another trees there. That is called regeneration. The major difference between afforestation and regeneration is that afforestation refers to creating a forest where you do not have forest before, while regeneration means creating a forest where you have forest before. Please take note of this sharp difference between these two. Then there are two types or method of regeneration. Okay, they are called natural regeneration or artificial regeneration. Now let's pick one after the other and say one or two things about it. Now, natural regeneration. This refers to a situation whereby another tree develops from a stump. Natural regeneration, which occur when a new seedling or sprout are produced by trees left or near the site. Okay, when you cut down a tree, the part of the tree that is left on the ground is called stump. If you look at the diagram below, okay, you see a stump. You see a particular tree growing from that stump. This is called natural regeneration because the trees that small tree that is growing from that stump is not being planted by anybody. The tree just develop on its own to start growing on its own. That is called natural regeneration. Okay, and the trees from which that tree is growing is called stump. Please take note of that. It's called stump. Now, artificial regeneration. This refers to the art of planting tree seedlings so that they will develop to a full-grown tree. Artificial regeneration is accomplished by planting of seedling, the most common method, or by direct planting of seed. Direct seedling is reserved for remote or inaccessible areas where seedlings planting is not cost effective. In artificial regeneration, you are creating a forest by planting the seedlings. Okay, when the trees have been cut down, you do not expect the trees, the stump of the tree to develop on their own. Okay, but you are planting the trees by yourself. That is called artificial. And by so doing, you are planting the seedling. If you look at the picture in the note, you realize that you see a man that has just dug a hole and you see him putting the seedlings. Okay, that particular little plant on his hand, on his palm with the soil is called seedling. He's putting it inside that hole, and after that, if you cover it, this particular plant will continue to grow and become a very tall and gigantic plant. That is called artificial regeneration. Okay, in artificial regeneration, you are planting seedlings. Okay, while in artificial regeneration, you allow the stump of a tree to develop on their own again. You don't need to plant another tree. It is the tree that is cut down, that was cut down. It will continue to regrow on their own. Okay, that is called natural regeneration. Okay, the next one there is deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down the trees without replacement. Natural forests are being destroyed to use the land for cultivation, building purposes, factories, logging, making space for the cattle grazing, extraction of oil, mining, construction of dams, or to obtain wood for making furniture. In deforestation, there is indiscriminate cutting down of trees. Both trees that are mature, sometimes those that are not mature too, are also cut down. Okay, without replanting them. That is called the deforestation. Okay, so when you cut down trees without replanting them, what you are doing that is called deforestation. Now, what are the causes of deforestation? What are those things that will make man to just cut down trees, okay, indiscriminately? Those that are mature, those that are not mature are sometimes cut down. Number one, agricultural practices. Okay, when you want to start agricultural practices, maybe you want to plant your crop, you want to plant yam, you want to plant cassava. Okay, you can do deforestation. You cut down the trees there. Okay, you cut down the trees to enable you plant your crops like cassava, like maize. You can do that. Okay, then we have mining operation, logging operation, urbanization, natural disaster, forest fire. All these are what? Forest fire is fire when an area of land was be cut off with fire. Natural disaster like earthquake can make the whole area to submerge. Okay, so that is that. Then Effect of deforestation. Anytime you have deforestation, what is the major effect? Number one, destruction of wildlife habitat. Don't forget I told you that in a forest area, it serves as what? As a habitat for the animals. Okay, so when the forests are destroyed, then the habitat of the wildlife are also destroyed as well. So that is one of the major effects of deforestation. Okay, two, erosion. When you cut out the trees, the surface of the soil will be left to be eroded by moving water. So there won't be roots, there won't be leaf again to protect the surface of the soil. It will be eroded. Then three, we have loss of economic trees that need to be used maybe for herbal purpose, for medicinal purpose, for furniture making. They will all be destroyed. They will not be available again. That is that. Then destruction of soil fauna. This soil fauna refers to the word soil organism like earthworm, like termite. The moment you remove the trees, then nothing is protecting the soil. Direct part of the sunlight will be eating the soil. And when the sun is eating the soil, the temperature of the soil will increase. Due to that, soil organism in the soil, like earthworm, can die. So that is the effect. Because the last one that we have Tongia system. Tongia system refers to the practice of growing food crops and forest trees together on a piece of land at the same time. Tongia system is also called agroforestry. When you have your food crops and your forest growing on a piece of land at the same time, that is called agroforestry. From the word agroforestry, agro refers to food crops like yam, like cassava, like rice, like orange, like other fruits. Okay, that is food crops. Okay, now while we have forest trees, okay, when they are being cultivated together on a piece of land at the same time, what we are doing is called agroforestry. Okay, Tongia system is agroforestry management system in which forest trees species are introduced to the field where arable crops might be initially cultivated. These arable tree species are planted after 2 or 3 years of crops cultivation on the same parcel of land, giving opportunity for harvested farm produce. So in Tongia system, you are cultivating the forest trees and the arable crops together on a piece of land. Okay, so when you do that, what you are practicing is called a Tongia system. Please do not forget, another name for this Tongia system is called agroforestry. So all these are basic forest management practices. Okay, so I want you to take note of all these practices. They are very vital and very important in this topic. In external exam, in internal exam, you are also going to come across with them. Okay, so that will be the end of the class for today. I believe you enjoy, you understand the basics and the concept of the topic. So see you again. Okay, when I see you again, please copy the note. By Monday, I want to have the note back. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.